সবাই তো দেখেছে পড়ে আরে কমেন্ট করবে কমেন্ট করবে কি দেখবো কি করে? হ্যাঁ? দেখবো কি করে কমেন্ট? আরে তোমার মোবাইলটা দাও তাহলে আমাকে। কমেন্ট না করলে বুঝবো কি করে? হ্যাঁ? বলে হয়ে গেছে। স্টার্ট তো করো। বুঝবো কি করে? Today I'll discuss the functional equation, that how to solve a functional equation if it is given that it is differentiable. Well, let's start with the problem. Or before starting any problem, I'll write a basic to solve the functional equation, that is the f dash x. The f dash x, what is f dash x? Yeah. What is f dash x? Basically, কোডের প্রবলেম আছে। আমার চার্জারটা নিয়ে আসছি। আমার চার্জারটা নিয়ে যাবো। আমার চার্জারটা। আমার চার্জারটা তো পড়ে আছে। নিয়ে যায় কোথায়? हेलो गाइस। तो तो आज मैं फंक्शनल इक्वेशन के बारे में कुछ टॉपिक डिस्कस करने वाला हूँ। तो देख लीजिए फंक्शनल इक्वेशन कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं। इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए पहला बात जो है, एक बेसिक, दिस इज जस्ट लाइक एफ डैश एक्स इक्वल टू लिमिट h टेंड्स टू 0 फंक्शन ऑफ x प्लस h माइनस एफ एक्स बाई एच, इसको जानना बहुत जरूरी है। ये क्या है? एफ डस्ट एक्स है, फंक्शन ऑफ एक्स प्लस एच माइनस एफ एक्स बाई एच। फंक्शन ऑफ एक्स प्लस एच माइनस एफ एक्स equal to del y, and h is del x. Del y means the change of y, and del x means the change of x. Now, suppose given a functional equation here, f of x plus y equal to fx plus fy plus mod x into y plus x into y square for all xy, and given, also given x 0 equal to 0, and also given fx is everywhere differentiable. Now, we are asked to solve this functional equation. Now, what is the procedure to solve that type of equation? What is the procedure? Procedure is, at first we have to take f dash x. Now, what is f dash x? Limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus fx whole by h. This is f dash x. Now, using this functional equation, I can say that f of x plus h equal to, if I replace this y by h, then f of x plus h equal to fx plus fh. It is equal to interaction হচ্ছে না স্টুডেন্টদের সাথে, বলতে থাকো, হ্যাঁ, fx plus fh minus, sorry, f of x plus h equal to fx plus fh plus mod x into h plus x into h square minus fx whole by h. And that effect, the first effect, sorry, that effect will cancel each other. Then we will get the next step as limit h tends to 0, fh plus mod x into h plus xh square whole by h. Now this is equal to limit h tends to 0, fh by h plus limit h tends to 0, mod x plus xh. We have to include a bracket here. Now one question, that is, what is the significance of fh by h? Now in this functional equation, f of x plus y equal to fx plus fy plus mod x into y plus x into y square plus x into y square. If I put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0, then we will get f0 equal to 0. Therefore, limit h tends to 0, fh by h equal to limit h tends to 0, fh minus f0 by h, and which is equal to f dash 0. Now given f dash 0 equal to this equation, therefore what we have got? We have got that f dash x will get that f dash x equal to limit h tends to 0, mod x plus xh, and it is equal to simply mod x. Therefore, f dash x equal to x when x positive or greater than equal to 0, and f dash x equal to minus x when x negative. And from here, we will get fx equal to x square by 2 plus c, and from here we will get, sorry, fx equal to minus x square by 2 plus c. Now, given f0 equal to 0, therefore we will get fx equal to x square positive and fx equal to minus x square by 2 when x is, and therefore in that way we can get the function of which satisfy the functional equation f of xy equal to fx plus fy plus mod x into y plus x into y square. Okay. কতজন আছে লাইভ? Next problem. The next problem, it is given that the function of x plus y equal to fx minus 3xy plus fy. Fx minus 3xy plus fy, and limit h tends to 0, fh by h equal to 7. Then the value of f dash x is. Now, before solving this problem, it is my request to all of you that does try to solve this problem. And now I will give some hints. First of all, we have to start the problem from the basic definition of f dash x. This is the starting point of all such problems. If it is given that the function is differentiable. Now, one question: this f dash x. Now, what is f dash x? F dash x equal to limit h tends to 0, function of x plus h minus fx whole by h. Now, it is equal to limit h tends to 0. Look at here, function of x plus h, and in the given equation, it is given function of x plus y. So if I replace that y by h, we will get fx minus 3xh plus fh. This is function of x plus h minus fx whole by h. Now fx and fx will cancel each other. As fx and fx will cancel each other, then we'll get in the next step that f dash x equal to limit h tends to 0, fh minus 3xh whole by h. Now, one question that is, what about fh by h? Now, fh by h has a great geometrical significance in this problem. Basically, in this functional equation, if I replace again the x by 0 and y by 0, then we'll get f0 equal to f0 plus f0, and which is equal to when which define f0 equal to 0. Now f dash x equal to limit h tends to 0 fh minus f0 by h. Yes, I can say this one. Minus limit h tends to 0 3xh by h. Now in the next step, I can say that it is equal to f dash 0, and the next part is minus x. Now it is given that f dash 0 is 7. As in this problem, it is given that fh by h equal to 7. In this problem, it is given that fh by h equal to 7. So we'll get it is equal to 7 minus 3x. So what about f dash x? That f dash x is 7 minus 3x. Now I can integrate this to get fx. Now I can integrate this to get fx, but in this problem, just I have asked to find the value of f dash x, so do not require to make any integration here. Okay. Okay. Are you facing any problem? Are you facing any problem? Any understanding problem? Please comment. Please comment. Okay. So I think you are not facing any problem. And now I am going to the third problem. And the third problem is a nice one. It is some different type of problem. Given that the function of x by y equal to fx by fy for all xy and f dash x exists for all x, and f2 equal to 4, find f5. Now before solving this problem, I am asking all of you that please give some hints to solve. I am asking all of you, do you have any ideas over this problem? Any ideas that how to solve this problem? Any ideas? Any ideas that how to solve this problem? How many are working right now? Only three. Any idea that how to solve this problem? I think no. Okay. So let's start with the same procedure again. That is the f text. You have to start all problem from that step basically. Limit h tends to 0, function of x plus h minus fx whole by h. Now one question, that is how to solve that type of problem. First of all, in this problem, it is given that f of x by y equal to fx plus fy. So if I write here limit h tends to 0, function of x into 1 plus h by x minus fx whole by h. Now, in the next step, I can say that this is equal to limit h tends to 0, function of x by function of 1 plus h by x minus function of x whole by h. Now one question, that is, after this step, what I can do? After this step, what I can do? I can take fx outside. So fx limit h tends to 0, 1 by f of 1 plus h by x minus fx, sorry, minus 1 whole by h. Now one question, the question is, to solve this, what can I do? What is the procedure to solve that type of thing? First of all, here, in this case, if in the main functional equation, let me stop for, let me stop for. Acha, now I am taking a break for 5 minutes uh, because of technical problem. We are coming soon after 5 minutes. Please wait 5 minutes.